Once again, it's time for The Law and You, and joining us, we have the area's premier attorneys, Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. So wonderful to have you gentlemen here today.
It's great to be here, and congratulations, because we were just talking before, and you're full tort now. You changed all that. Great job.
I have learned my lesson.
See?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Good.
So I'm on board, and you should get on board too.
Yes.
And I learned all this from this free legal advice we get right here at The Law and You. So let's get to today's question from Sam in Bloomsburg. Sam saying, I saw in the news that Jeff Epstein died in prison. I know what he did was wrong, but can the prison be held accountable for the death? All right, what do we think here?
Yeah, so this is actually a really interesting question. I've actually handled a number of prison suicide, cases in the past. First of all, they're very, very difficult. You have to show what's called reckless indifference, meaning that the prison guards, that the prison system, that they basically turned a blind eye to an individual who was suicidal, and they really knew it, and they didn't take the appropriate measures to stop it. Now, the facts that are coming out in the news, have to admit there's some very questionable facts. I mean, this guy had tried to commit suicide before, was on a suicide watch, then came off of a suicide watch, and just knowing from the cases that we've handled, there's very specific protocols that in order for somebody to come off of a suicide watch. So if those protocols weren't followed, then they may have a case, and the family of Mr. Epstein may have a case against the prison system, which may ultimately help the victims, because if there's money, and then it could go to the victims.
Right, and I still think even the victims who were assaulted by this man, there's still going to be cases for him despite him passing away. So those people will have justice too, because he will have an estate. There will be claims against the estate, and probably some of the other people that were involved in his network. So, I mean, it's just been a crazy case, and we like to comment on some of those when they come up. But yeah, and I know Ed's handled a bunch of them. So yeah,
right.
Good question.
Yeah, so similar questions, other legal questions, give them a call, find them online, and send your questions for The Law and You to PAHomepage.com.